Hey, what's up? My name is Jesse Dow, and I'm a top 100 influencer agent here at eXp Realty. I'm a 5-year icon agent coming up on my 6th, and I've closed over 837 transactions and counting. I've also generated $1.1 million in eXp's revenue share, and that's on top of commissions. And I've also earned an incremental $200,000 in eXp stock through the Culture program. This channel is dedicated to give you elite behind-the-scenes access to real numbers, real strategies, and updates here at eXp Realty so you can make the smartest decision possible for you and your business. Now, if you're a serious agent who wants multiple streams of revenue share, this is your channel, so I'd consider hitting that subscribe button. And today I'm going to be talking about how to change your sponsor at eXp Realty. Now, chances are, if you're an agent at eXp and you're looking this video up, there's really two options. There's one foolproof option, and then there's a second option, which is only for specific agents. Now, let me explain. The first option, which there is a lot of bad old information on the internet. So if you've heard people say like, oh, you just got to leave for 6 months and come back, that is not in eXp's model anymore. No, they got rid of that a few months ago. Now you have to leave for 365 days, and then you can rejoin and assign a new sponsor. Now, why would an agent do that? It's because they feel that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. And I've talked to agents that have left for 365 days and rejoined, and I will tell you, 9 out of 10 of them still end up failing at business. And the reason why is because there isn't one specific person that can change your life without you actually putting in the work and doing the activities. I hear this all the time, like, oh, I'm going to this new brokerage. I'm going to get in earlier, or I'm going to go over to this other brokerage and they're going to change my life. And then I call them up a year later. I'm like, how's it going? And they're like, oh, it's still the same exact thing. Well, so moving brokerages for a year is just going to put you behind the 8 ball. I don't recommend doing it. The second option is probably the best option out there for agents looking to change sponsors. And this doesn't exactly let you change sponsors specifically. However, what it does is it gives you access into organizations. So eXp recently released co-sponsor. And what co-sponsor is if you bring an agent on, they can choose their sponsor and a secondary sponsor. So let's say you're talking to an agent, one of your friends, hey, let's come to eXp. And you're like, I have the worst upline, or I don't like my upline, or my organization isn't doing XYZ. And I love Jesse, and I love Jackson, and I love the Channel Junkies and everything they stand for. And you love my organization, Chuck Fazio, Jay Kinder, Michael Reese, Al Stasic, Curtis Johnson, legends in the industry. So that you bring that agent on, and guess what? They sign you as the sponsor, and they sign me as a sponsor. I could be the co-sponsor or the primary sponsor with you, and then I will give you direct access into my organization. So this requires you to co-sponsor with me. However, and then you get access into our coaching, which is every week we do live weekly coaching. You get access into our course programs, which is our core and growth programs over at the Channel Junkies, which gives you all the tools and resources you need to build the most effective and powerful YouTube training platform in the world. Not only you'll get that, you're the agent we sponsor together will get that. And that is how you can then get access into a different organization. Now, different organizations don't allow that. Not all of them do it. We do it because we understand the power of collaboration. Now, I've spoken with a lot of other organizations out there, and there's a few of them that do. And if you're an agent that's watching this and you are not at eXp, which is very likely, is you could co-sponsor with 2 agents and get double the firepower when it comes to getting provided additional resources. The biggest mistake agents make when it comes to sponsors is they feel that the sponsor needs to be their coach, the personal mentor, all the things. The only thing the ISA says that the sponsor is required to do is help them onboard. However, different sponsors lend different resources to their agents. Some of them are just bringing them on and letting eXp do everything else. Some of them bring them on and provide them with a couple of resources. Some of them come on and just do weekly live trainings. With our organization, we bring them on, we get them fully onboarded. We give them access to our core and growth training platforms for YouTube for real estate. And then we do live weekly group coaching for all of the agents in our organizations. And we've built agents to doing over, 100 transactions a year through YouTube. And we have one of the most profitable and successful organizations at eXp Realty, which I'm very proud of. The agents in our organization actually produced results. I think our average sell last year per agent, in 2024 was over 7 transactions per agent on average. So that's fantastic. In eXp as a whole, average sales per agent is about 6.9. So we actually outpaced the eXp average slightly. So once again, if you want to change sponsors and you're just like, I'm done, I want a whole new sponsor, I'm going to leave for 12 months. You have to leave for 12 months, not 6 anymore. Can come in, sign back up with a new sponsor. I don't recommend doing that. I think it's dumb. And I'm not saying you're dumb. I just think the idea is dumb because then you leave for a year. Typically they go to a low cap brokerage and then they're just sitting there spinning their wheels. And then let's say they put in 3 deals into escrow and then they don't want to move brokerages. So then it puts them behind the 8 ball even more. And there's all of these life scenarios that just start coming your way. Man, I've talked to agents that have talked about this for a long time, and 9 out of 10 agents that do it end up doing the exact same thing once they rejoin. So if you're someone that's sitting there saying like, I just need to change sponsors, it's not going great over here, then I would ask you to do some serious reflecting and just see if it is the right move for you. And like I said, I think co-sponsorship is probably the fastest and easiest option to make that happen. And if you want to have a deeper conversation, there's only one thing you got to do. Reach out, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or you can even schedule a Zoom down in the description below. And until next time, we'll catch you later.